So my paper is related to the dietary condition of the fish found in the nearby market. It's very important to know that the fish available in the market is consumable or not. I'm not saying that each and every fish is not consumable or it is under the questionnaire, but actually some of the fish available in my market, that is a Patna market, Patna city market, or you can say that the market of Patna local town. There are some fishes which are laced with formalin, so that the and some other chemicals also, and some color dye also, which are present in market, and it is very common. So due to this type of problem, I thought that some of the easy method should be detect, so that the people can easily find, or say people can take the fish and easily detect the whether the formalin is present or not. But it is based on the reagent test, but the reagent is very cheap. So I started for that purpose and use the reagent to detect the presence of formalin in the fish. And we know that what is the role of fish for human food, because every person who wants to take the animal protein, and in fish the animal protein, the percentage of protein is high, and many people like the fish as a food because they likes the taste of the fish. And some of the people are eating fish due to the presence of their good lipid, and some are to take some proteins also. So their nutrient quality is good and very high, and it is very much easily available in every book or on the site also. But one of the fish, the important character is that their flesh is very soft. So it starts to deteriorate in very limited time, and it can't be continue longer time after the death of fish. So, and the degradation is completely dependent on the microbial metabolic activities, some of the endogenous enzymatic activities, and some chemical oxidation of lipids. For the preservation of these quality, that the fish should not be deteriorate, the local people are using some chemical and some type of dye also to look as fresh as that it is just dyed immediately. So the people who wants to use the fish and who wants to take the, yes, so the degradation quality of the fish, and there are the so many factors, because increase of the temperature is also the fish market is open in at the morning 6 to 7 a.m. and it ends up to 10 to 11 a.m. Sometimes it is more than that, is up to the 12 a.m. So 12 p.m. So that the time is going to up high, and temperature is also going high. And if in this time period the fish vendors showed their fish always on the platform, but some of the fish which are exported from other sites, other states, and which are completely immersed in the ice also, because they need proper or whole time to preserve in the ice. So that type of fishes are also available in the market, but very few. And the deterioration of the fish is degraded. Why? Because of they need low than 5 degrees centigrade, below than 5 degrees celsius, then it will be safe. Otherwise, when the temperature is rise, their flesh will be start to deteriorate. So as a result, the chemical and artificial preservative, the fish vendors and the retailers are using for this, for to increase the shelf life of the fish and their products, to ensure that the to consumer to that the fish is very healthy, and it is consumable. One of the chemical is formalin, and formalin is the aqueous solution of formaldehyde with a concentration of 40%, approximately 40% by volume, and 30%, 37% by mass. and their chemical formula is HCHO. It's a very common formaldehyde, is a very common, but this substance is very cost effective. Cost effective, that means it is very cheap and very efficient as a preservative. So in our laboratory also, the dead specimen is preserved in the formalin. In every life science laboratory, they use formalin, one of the preservative, to preserve the dead specimen. But it is harmful and carcinogenic to living organisms. And it has a very important and characteristic that it infiltrate in the dead tissue also. Many chemicals can penetrate the tissue while the animal is living condition, but the formalin having the tendency that it can penetrate inside the dead tissue also, so that it is commonly used as an antiseptic, disinfectant, and for the preservation of deceased body, as well as for the preservation of fish. And it is also used in aquaculture to control the protozoan and fungal disease. As per the International Agency for Research on Cancer, formalin is already announced that it is a toxic and carcinogenic. By the regulation set by India's Food Safety and Standard (FSSAI) in 2011, the use of formalin in food product is strictly prohibited. That means the use of formalin can't be used in any food product, but still the formalin is used in fish preservation, and it is available in every market where the dead fishes are sold for a longer time. So the Patna here, in not only in Patna but Bihar, even the other state in India also have recorded that the formalin is present in the fish, and in that type of fishes which are coming from other state or which are coming from longer distance. And it is only to use for the consumer satisfaction, because consumer doesn't like to take the fish as it when it starts a deterioration or the fish is not looking healthy. So the retailer or the vendor use this formalin in fish in different type. Like they use formalin as a formalin bath. You can say that when the fish is immersed in the formalin water solution in the bucket, and the fish was completely dipped in that water. Another one is they inject into the gut cavity or spray a solution of formalin and water on the surface. So these three type of activities are always done by the fish retailers and fish vendors. To keep in this mind, we means me and some of more person like students, some students are they're also there. We have collected some fish from the market and then started to know about whether the fish is actually formalin list or not. In Patna market, both type of fishes are available. Live fish is available and some dead fish are also available. The dead fish is also available, but it has also two types. One is the fish is available from the near about the places like some other district also, which hardly takes 1 to 2 hours. And some dead fishes are coming from other state, which takes 3 to 4 days. So these 3 to 4 days fishes are actually need to proper preservation, so that they can easily available in the market 3 to 4 hours daily. So the methodology was very simple. Fish samples were collected from different local market of Patna. The Patna market having different type. Some of the market is government recognized or authorized. They have provided some constructed area where water is adequate supply, electricity is there, but rest of the places is open and it is available in everywhere, on the street, on the footpath, and uh, entire area, like each and every mohalla, you can say that area, main area is available, even in the main market also, main town also, main road also, every road having the fish market, and it is available in morning and evening. So the random selection has been done for the collection of samples of fins, gills, gut, skin, and flesh of dead fish as well as live fish. And it is also be careful during the collection that one sample should not be uh, added or should not be mixed with other, because it may be possible that the fish, the formalin is used only the gut and the rest of the part is not treated. So maybe, but not sure. But due to this problem or due to this issue, we have collected separately and separately keep it in the polythene bag. The small amount of all the samples have been kept in the distilled water to dissolve the formalin. Formalin is water dissolved, easily solution. So it will be easily dissolved in the water. So whenever the samples were kept in the water, dissolved water, so what formalin mixed with that water, and after the removal of the tissue, 30 minutes, after 30 minutes, the removal of the tissue, the formalin, if the fish is preserved in the formalin, that formalin will dissolve in the water, and that water treated with SIFS reagent. SIFS reagent is also very cheap reagent and easily available in the chemical store. So we have used this SIFS reagent. And if the things are present with the formalin, that means if the sample is laced with formalin, then water will turn into pink or violet. It is clearly experimented and it is found. So these are the few market and the picture of the market. At the right side, you see the market, it is also on the street, and you see that this is the wet area and no choice of person. They are coming to select or collect this piece from this street vendor. And she is using the shaded area, but the rest two of the photographs, like left side and the mid side, they are keeping the fish openly on sunray light, and some of the fish are kept in the tank with water. These tank with water having live fishes. Some of the fish are kept in this type of container, some of the container which have some ice, and some imported fish variety. But the fish are present on the platform, in which some of the fish coming from outside of the state. So they need 3 to 4 hours on this platform to be available. So look at the temperature, look at the sunlight and everything. The time when the time is going up, the temperature is going up, so it will deteriorate fast. So to control the deterioration, they use the formalin. These fishes. In the live fishes, it is not necessary. They are not using any type of these chemicals, because these chemicals is very hard, and whenever you use of formalin, then the live fishes can be get suffocate or can be go die. So here is the samples were collected from the market and used by the experimented with the SIFS reagent. So the these water is the water which in which the fish samples were kept, and then the water having the SIFS reagent. So look at there. So except one, rest of the test tube is pink or light pink or something like that. So only one, that is the one is the distilled water having no any type of any addition. So the SIFS reagent with distilled water having no any color changes. But the rest of them having the rest of the test tube having the changes, that means they are the sample water in which the fish samples were kept. So these water showing that presence of fish, the presence of formalin in the fish. In the right side also, one is the distilled water and rest of them are fish sample with formalin, and the SIFS reagent turned into the pink color. The strength of the pink color or the strength of the pink or violet color is showing the strength of the formalin also. So the lighter pink shows the lighter color. A lighter color, that means less amount of formalin, and the darker color shows that the high amount of fish. During the experiment, we found that the dark color, that means gut having the high content of formalin, and the gills also, but the gills are less than. Flesh having least. So the internal flesh, they did not injected any formalin, but only the during the cutting or during the spray of the upper side, the formalin were there. Otherwise, the flesh having least formalin, but formalin was present. And it depends on that the flesh was present on the gut side or the tail side. The caudal side having less formalin, but the gut side having high content. Now, this is the next experiment which the fish has been collected from the live fishes, and the samples where the live fishes shows no color changes. One test tube having the purple color, which shows that this purple, that means distilled water having formalin, because it clearly causes some doubt that we are going to right direction or not. So I used distilled water with formalin and then use the SIPS reagent, whether it is changing or not. So it changes, but the rest of the test tube having no formalin, because these samples were not used by the formalin. The fish was live and they did not use any formalin. So the live fishes, generally in the market, the live fishes doesn't need any type of preservative because they are live. So the people likes to eat the live fishes. After the detection of the formalin in the fish, so these type of the fishes variety, Leburohita, Lebiobata, Serinus minerala, Katla Katla and Bacha, they came from other state, other district. So they shows their presence of formalin, but the live fishes from the tankers and their residues and their samples were not so that there any type of presence of formalin. Now the another one thing also that is very remarkable, that the fish gills in Patna or in Bihar or in many places, the people likes to see the fish gills, whether it is fresh red or not. If the fish gills fresh red, that it indicates that it is the fish is fresh. And if the gill is turned into the dark red or maroon, it indicates that fish, the death of the fish having long time. So the people likes to see the fish gills, and accordingly they decide. So the in the certain fish market, the vendors are also using red dye to look gills as a fresh. So the this apparent of the freshness, some customer are willing to pay high price because they know that this fish is very fresh, so they are paying high. But their hopes are dashes when they cook the fish and discover that it is not fresh, because during the cooking time, you will see that if the fish is deteriorated, they will start some other type of smell. So the vendor use of the red dye is so convincing that even when customer touch the gills, it does not faded, or it does not wet to your fingers or anything. That means it will be not faded out from the gills. So this leave no doubt in their mind that the red substance is indeed an artificial substance. Now we can say that post-mortem changes in fish are believed to be significantly important to know that significantly impacted formalin, leading to alteration in the physical, biochemical, and nutritional component of the flesh of the entire fish. Because the formalin is already a carcinogenic compound, and if it is available in the fish flesh or the fish other parts, and then it will be edible, so it will create some harmful effects on the health. The fish treated with formalin tend to have extended life compared to those stored on ice, because ice storing is also one of the preservative methods, but ice stored fish is going to be more stiff, so that and formalin laced fish is looking as fresh as just like they die just quickly, but the stored in ice will be converted into the stiff, more hard. But one question is why the fish vendor and retailer are using this formalin or this type of harmful chemicals? Because fish are coming from the other state, other area, which takes 3 to 4 days. They are kept in some preservatives and some type of uh, tight boxes where the fish maybe will be good in good quality, but after exposing this box or opening this box, and then when the fish are exposed to the fish market on the platform, they have to be 3 to 5 hours on the open window or in open sunlight, so they will start to deteriorate. So that's why the fish vendors using the fish formalin. Some of the fish vendors also using ammonia for the freshness. So my recommendation will be the consumption of contaminated and adulterated fish, whether it is acute, accidental, or malicious reason, poses a significant danger and can lead to fatal consequences. A long-term ingestion of these type of fishes, which is preserved in different type of chemicals or different type of preservatives, which is harmful, will be giving likelihood of developing life-threatening conditions such as cancer, immune disorders, endocrine dysfunctions, nervous system dysfunction, and many more. Hence, it is advisable for consumers in Patna to purchase fresh or live fishes from the market, because the live fishes are available in the market, but its price is slightly high. So I suggest that eat small amount but should be healthy. Thank you.